Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand episode of TrashTalk. I'm here with a very, very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Whirow YouTube and I make funny videos which are funny sometimes
Yeah.
but are not
Well,
funny
yeah.
sometimes.
Well, diving straight into it. I usually with my guests and stuff, I like to start in like chronological order and go from there. How did you get
Okay.
into doing YouTube? What was that like for people? So I know for a lot of people, it's either they've been inspired by a fellow content creator. That they had like a burst of motivation to make one specific video or something. So for you, what was that was like the driving force for you starting YouTube?
My entire like YouTube thing, it's like a similar story to like Mr. Beast being on YouTube. It's just something that I've been doing for like ages. Like ever
Hmm.
since I was from the womb, man. And then there's a stereotype about freaking iPad kids. That's me. I was the iPad kid because I as a child from like 7 years old, I was given this iPad and then like I just made videos from that. Oh, let me what was my first? Yeah, I was like how old was I? I was like 8 years old for my
Hmm.
first video, which it was not anything serious, but like it's literally just the start of me just uploading random shit on
Yeah.
YouTube. So I don't even know why I started uploading. It's just something I've been doing since I was a freaking toddler.
Mm.
So that's already one life decision I regret. Although the first one I actually the first the time I actually started actually making videos that are not just me playing with Angry Birds toys were um that was 2018 because that's
Hmm.
when I made a new channel because the other channel was literally just like some channel I didn't own. My
Yeah.
parents owned that account, so don't tell them I uploaded there.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then 2018 I made my own channel
Yeah.
and I just uploaded Roblox to it. Just like random Roblox. Like that was like 2018 up to like 2021, and then
Hmm.
2021, like that was when I really became like like the meme funny side of me really started to pop off there, especially in pandemic.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're left in the pandemic alone, unfiltered, you just become insane.
Yeah, no, I feel it, man. I mean, there was lots of
You
content creators that were born from that time. Just posting random shit, man, because they had nothing else to do.
That's fair.
Um,
Oh
uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Especially a certain person named Dream, someone who was
hmm,
just born from that pandemic.
yeah.
Oh, kind of. That's what he popped off. Okay,
Um,
going back,
hmm,
then the real meme side of me is like 2021 up to like I would say 2023, 2022, and like that
yeah,
meme side of me was very heavily inspired by my goat Crackback.
hmm,
Um, the thing he was a meme channel with like 1 million subscribers. Unfortunately, he stopped uploading, and I miss him every day. I send my prayers to him before I go to bed.
yeah,
And then like 2023, I was like deciding to make like short commentary videos, and that was like inspired by like Just Me Habibi. So my entire channel just like hopping off different channels to be inspired from.
hmm.
Don't tell them I stole them. I stole their editing style. And then now I'm doing like even longer kinds of videos which were inspired by Yahimas. Just don't tell any of them I'm just stealing their format and we're good.
Well, for people that are maybe a bit unfamiliar with your content or your channel and stuff, I know we sort of tapped on it there. But what sort of content do you produce?
So my content is basically just it's either reactions to or commentaries about stupid shit I find on the internet, like it's very brain rot channels,
Hmm.
or just playing a game which I'm interested in. The thing is that like no matter what I'm doing, there like the humor will always be like a meme shit post kind of humor. That humor never leaves. But like the main thing that changes is just what I'm doing. So it used to be like legit just memes or just Roblox. Now it's like it's just Roblox or whatever trending topic there is. I'm just gonna like make a video of me reacting to some kids channel I don't
Yeah.
like or whatever. I
Well,
don't
like,
know.
well, for you, of course, like, you know, with all the memes and stuff, like, you're a pretty comedic channel, whatever. For you, like, maybe getting a little bit more serious. Of
Okay.
course, like, I speak to content creators quite a bit about like analytics, right? And about like how they deal with analytics, because I know a lot of people put a lot of pressure on views, numbers, and stuff like that. For you, how is that, right? Like, do you worry about like how many views your next video is going to get, or is that not really a concern for you? Because I know a lot of YouTubers, you know, they don't really care or whatever. They're just happy posting their content. But some people really do care about the views, right? And you know, can put them down quite a bit if the views are a bit lower on a video or whatever. So for you, like, how is that? Like, do you care about the views in that way?
It's funny though, when I think about like, so you're asking how much I focus on the views, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Um,
does it affect you?
okay. So like my dedication to focusing videos on views, it's kind of like let's start in 2021 because like I got monetized at that time. So like at that time you can think of it just exponentially growing. I uploaded like literally every day or every 2 days, just keep on uploading because I really wanted to get that number. And then I
Hmm.
inflated myself to like 60K
Yeah.
subscribers. And then like that's good. But like I was like, I want to focus on more quality. So I made it like 2 minutes instead of like 30 seconds. And then my channel grew to like probably like 200,000, like literally just flat line 200K.
Hmm.
And then like the moment I reached 200,000, that was like a tipping point for me. That was like the climax of like my concern. Because like probably like late 2023, that was like when I was the most concerned because like, you know, I'm not even in college yet. I'm still living with my parents. So like when I'm being brought on vacations, like in the past, I would bring my laptop so I could work on videos instead of like, vacationing.
Hmm.
And like the thing that I don't really have a choice but to enjoy the vacation. And I think I kind of pissed them off when I'm like editing instead of actually vacationing. But hey, that's just the grind, man.
No, I feel it, man.
Although after after I reached 200K, I was like, is it really worth it? Because on I was on Ace's podcast like last November,
Yeah.
and then I remember he asked the question like, so how do you focus your YouTube and life balance? And I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, fucking that little cunt, bro. That little twat.
Hey.
No, no, no. All love to him. All love to Ace, bro. All love to Ace. He's actually a co-host for this podcast as well.
Oh
So
my
you know,
god.
all love to him, bro. Um, but yeah,
And then
like,
okay, so go.
like, sorry to interrupt, bro. But like on that, like about going back to that question that Ace asked about, like having like a life and like YouTube balance. Like, would you say that since then that's improved?
Oh, definitely. Because the tipping point, I reached 200K in February, right? That was like
Hmm.
you can think of it like the highest point in which I'm dedicated. And then the problem was that in February, right? I at this point, I'm I realized something. Like I go to school, right? And like everything that's like when a non-academic event appears, because I'm literally just focused on like getting my grades and YouTube. And every time there's a
Yeah.
social event, I'm like left out of everything because I don't give a shit, but I still go to them because I want my perfect attendance because I'm such a good boy.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, and then that means like I look at everyone, they're like enjoying themselves, and like, what the hell are these people doing? Why can't they just work on their homeworks? Because we're busy people. But and
Hmm.
then they're like, dude, you don't take breaks off, and I'm like, what are you talking about? What's a break? And then like at that moment, I was like, maybe I should get some close friends. And then like eventually I'll take a break from YouTube and then I'll
Hmm.
focus on IRL stuff. So like basically like February to like April or May, I was barely uploading because I stopped editing videos for myself because it got really draining to just literally just do school and then edit and then sleep, repeat that over and over.
Yeah.
So what I did was that I just hired some editors to, edit some videos. It was not a big. I did not get that many people at that time. So I
Hmm.
was uploading like once every 2 weeks, and it was barely getting any views because I'm not focusing on actually getting views at that point. I was just making videos that I found cool and
Yeah.
which my friends would like. And then like at this point I was focusing on making close friends. So in school I met some people. I met two close friends, Ninio and Chai. These people are like the farthest away from me in terms of interest, but they are very nice and respectable people. Like they're just good people you talk to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like when I'm when I was talking to them and they're like I enjoyed my time talking to them instead of actually doing YouTube. So I'm like, God damn it. Can I just can I just not do YouTube at the moment? I wanna hop on Nino or Chai's DMs and just wanna say, yo, let's play Roblox or something.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking like if I could incorporate these two in the videos, then I feel like everything would just make sense. It would connect.
Yeah.
I
Well,
could
like,
connect IRL and YouTube stuff. And then uh at that point I was like at my very lowest in terms of YouTube,
yeah.
caring about that. But
Hmm.
like now it's like July. It's
Yeah.
starting to like rise up again, but like not to the extent as it was like before. Just a little bit. Like I'm actually editing some videos, but probably because it's summer at the moment for me, so I can't like meet them.
Yeah.
Although when school starts in August, I'm gonna expect it to dip again. So that's why right now I literally just focus on recording or live streaming and then get editors to do that, and then that's it. That's all the work I do.
Yeah, no, like I definitely get that right. Like, as somebody like, who runs quite a few channels, right? I run like a main like commentary channel, a shorts channel, a Doctor Who channel, podcast,
Oh
slot
my,
channel, live streams, and all that sort of stuff, right? Running all these different types of channels. I definitely get
fire
right.
cynical.
Yeah, yeah, honestly. Like having like a massive imbalance between like in real life and online, right? Because you end up
Mhm.
focusing on stuff. Like I think for me personally, is I ended up getting like a really good balance pretty early with that sort of
Mhm.
stuff. Because I was focusing on YouTube loads like a few years ago when I like was a smaller creator.
Ooh, okay.
So now, I've definitely got like a better balance and stuff. And I sort of went through that thing of like wanting to connect like in real life, friends, like with YouTube and stuff and drawing that over. But now I've got to a stage where I've sort of balanced it out really well. Uh, and for you, is that something that like you can definitely see changing, right? Like, like you said about school starting soon, right? Or like school starting
Uh-huh.
after the summer or whatever. Like, how does that change and how does that affect YouTube and what you do, right? Because I know that like, I'm in college. So like
Oh,
sometimes like that can affect uploads of stuff, but I found like a pretty good way of like making sure that I can do my schoolwork whilst also doing like my videos and stuff. So how does that work for you? Like, can you balance that well, or is that something you struggle with?
I mean, the thing is that a lot of the videos that I've recorded, majority of the videos I've uploaded in like the last 2 months
Yeah,
are just like live stream highlights videos in a new
yeah,
in
yeah,
another coat of paint. So I'm basically becoming a live stream highlights YouTuber,
yeah.
especially because that saves a lot of time for me. I just have
Yeah,
to live stream. I know people can donate to me. I get money. I
yeah.
pay editors. The live stream money goes to paying editors, and then they make the videos, and then I can upload that, and then I get more money. So like I'm just trying to spend as little time as possible on YouTube, and that's what I'm planning to do. Because when school starts, I don't want to fully focus on YouTube. I ain't Jimmy Donaldson Beast, bro. I'm not him. I want to spend some time talking to my friends. I want to go out when they tell me to. I don't want to,
Yeah.
do all of that. So like what I do is just try to get people I'm trying to get, people just do the work for me. So just spend as little time as possible so that I still have time for IRL shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's definitely important to have like that really good balance, right? Because like, just even going back to
Mhm.
what you said about like when you went on holiday, right? Like, you'd bring your
Yeah.
laptop, whatever, and you'd edit stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm always doing that, right? I'll be going somewhere, right? Just even going out, and I'll be constantly doing videos or planning stuff, making thumbnails, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like a balance between the two is definitely really important, right? Because you don't want to
Definitely.
neglect your YouTube, right? Because
Hell
views,
nah.
money, all that stuff, right? Like, and just the fact you enjoy it, but you also don't want to neglect in real life stuff, right? Because
Yeah,
friends lose
because I love
interest,
people.
right? Yeah, you don't want to be an incel, right? You want to leave your bedroom, right, and leave your house, and see people and like go do stuff.
I
Uh,
love.
but like it is about like sort of like testing, trying, seeing what works and what doesn't with it. Because
Yep.
it can be very testing and trying, especially when you're like get to a bigger stage, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're past 100,000, you're past 200,000, right?
Okay.
That's when you start to develop like an audience, right, of people that like come back to your videos, dedicated audience.
Children.
Yeah, yeah. So like you sort of got to keep up with that, but also you got to keep up with in real life stuff, especially school and stuff like that, and make sure you got a good balance.
Yep.
And just on the fact of like in real life stuff, like not prying or anything, but like, does anybody know in real life about your YouTube stuff, or is that something that you like keep hidden?
From the very beginning, I was like, I can keep this hidden, but people are gonna find out anyway. So I don't talk about it. But like, if people ask me, then I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You just unlocked the memory. Oh no! Let me remember. Okay, there's a funny story. Hey, to all the podcast viewers, this is a story I've never told on the internet before.
Oh, let's go
So,
to exclusive.
it's an exclusive for Sam over here. He's gonna get so much, so many views from this one. So, this was August last year. At that point, probably have like 150K at that time.
Yeah.
So still I have over 100K, so very good. And what's funny is that like last school year I had like friends who knew about my channel, but like probably because I just casually told them about it, nothing too special.
Hmm.
Although on like literally like the third day of school last August, like the teacher, opened a Jamboard, and like the question was like, what's the one thing you commit to do this school year? And then someone literally wrote subscribe to Whirow on the school board. Like, how the fuck did you do that? How the hell did you know I was a classmate of yours? I didn't even know this guy. And like,
Yeah.
how the hell did this guy know? And like, it dawned on me that like, this dude has friends who knew me. So I'm like, what the fuck? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's weird when
YouTube.
like in real life people find out about your channel, right? Like I had a
Mhm.
I've been doing YouTube for so long, right?
Yeah, I
Like
can.
since 2016. And
Mhm.
like ages ago when I was really young, right? I fucked up pretty big, right? I said a couple of words you shouldn't, right? A couple of slurs, right? When I was like
Oh,
12,
2016.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Like I hold my hands up, right? I was a scumbag, right? 12-year-old me was an absolute degenerate, right? I said a
Yeah,
few slurs. You can picture what they were. Because 12,
Keemstar.
yeah, Keemstar, yeah, Alex clip, that type of beat, right? When I'm 12, fucking
Yeah.
awful clip, awful. But like some people found out about my channel, right? And like this clip has like sort of become a meme with me, right?
Oh
As
fuck.
like I've grown or whatever. It's like people don't take it seriously because I was like 12, right? Like I'm not
Yeah,
12 anymore, if you can tell.
I don't think so.
Um, but like the meme's grown with me or whatever. And I remember being in class, right? This was a few years ago now. Being in class, and someone
Yeah.
like managing to play it on their iPad and like blast it out because they've just like stumbled across my channel. And it was the worst moment ever, bro. It was the worst moment. We're sitting
Oh
there,
no.
science, right? I'm trying to pay attention to the board, and bro, the clip gets blasted out. Oh, bro, thank God my voice had changed, right? Thank God my voice had got deeper, right? Fucking, it was
just
awful.
just pretend that just give yourself a different accent. That ain't me, dude.
Yeah,
That ain't
that
me,
ain't me,
bro.
bro. That
I
ain't me,
got no
man.
idea, bro.
But yeah, like so I definitely get like people finding out about it in real life and stuff, and it's good that you don't sort of like hide it, right? You don't just really care, right? You don't bring it up or whatever,
Like,
but like
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
opposed to people like knowing about it because I know a lot of people get really secretive about it, and that's where like a lot of stress can come in, right? If
That
you're
yeah,
like hiding it from people.
the thing is, I always thought like if I try and hide it, it's gonna be inevitable. Someone's going to find it,
Oh
so I'm
yeah,
just gonna
definitely.
not stress about it myself. Pretty much all my friends know about the channel. None of them are like real viewers.
Hmm.
Although they do watch every once in a while. If I include like my friends in the videos, then of course I'll tell them. But like aside from that, they're kind of just chill about it. Like yeah, yeah, there's
Well,
a
yeah,
guy with
yeah.
200K.
Well, like you know, they are bound to find out, right? Like it would be naive if you didn't think they would find out at some point, right? Because like I know my
Yeah,
friends and people like in real life have found out, right?
yeah.
Recently, a few of them found out because there was like a big commentary situation with a guy called I'm Alex, right, being abusive or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
I covered that quite a bit, and I broke the story or whatever. So I was in all the Reddit pages and all of the videos or whatever. So people just found out through that because it was really big in the UK, right? Like a massive
Uh-huh.
situation in the UK, like specifically. So people found out through that or whatever. And you would be naive, right? Especially doing like any sort of commentary or like funny videos like that, right? That would spread around, get shared around, blow up,
Uh-oh.
be involved in stuff. You'd be naive to think that, they wouldn't find out at some point, right?
It's the internet, dude.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
gonna
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out. They're
Um,
gonna find out.
I,
It's
I
one.
I mean, like a great example of people finding out about stuff. I mean, as of recently, Sketch, the streamer, he had his
Mhm.
like gay stuff leaked. Um, so you know what I mean, right? Like it's the internet. People are gonna find out.
Yo, where's that?
Bro, it's so good, man. It's so good. Um, but yeah, like you'd be naive to think that people wouldn't find out about stuff because again, like we've been saying, it is the internet. Things spread around, things blow up, things go viral, people share it, right?
Mhm.
And it's good that you've got a balance and you don't care if people know, right? Because like I said earlier, a lot of people do really care. And I think when people get caught up on that, that's when they get, it just you become a cunt, right? A bit of a dick about it,
Yes,
really.
sir. Yes, sir.
Um,
One way or
and
the other.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna get my face is gonna be leaked. Just watch. Give it a few months.
yeah. Address everything, bro. School address, phone number, face, everything, bro. It's out there, man. It's out there for the world to see. Um, but for,
That's why you shouldn't be a dick so that people will not do bad things with your personal information.
exactly, just don't be a cunt, man. But for you, like doing YouTube and stuff like that, like where are you? What do you want to do next, right? Because you spoke about like the evolution of your content, right? From shorter videos to now you're clipping up live streams and stuff. You've got editors or whatever. So like, what's the next stage of YouTube for you? Like, do you want to continue what you're doing at the moment? You got stuff planned? Like, what's next for you?
Okay, so like that's the thing that I've been thinking about for like months. Ever since like I decided to hire editors. Like I was like, what do I want to do in the long term?
Hmm.
And like my right now, like I have 1 year till college left, or 1 year till I actually head off to college. So like I am guaranteed that like nothing drastic will change for like the next year. But like
Yeah.
when I get to college, like a lot of I feel like I'm gonna focus a lot more on IRL content.
Hmm.
Like definitely gonna focus more on that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like. I'm probably gonna like do the thing that Eddie Burback does. Is like
Oh yeah.
he disguises video essays as, or he disguises his vlogs as video essays. Like that's something I've noticed. Especially like he made a video about like the Las Vegas sphere, and like I thought it was gonna be a video essay about like, oh, how financially well did it do, or what are its benefits and what are its negatives. A lot of the bulk of the video is just him going to the sphere and like commentating over it. So maybe
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could do that kind of content. Like I just do something, like I do a video essay but like a vlog at the same time, or it could
Yeah.
just be like anthro type content where I'm just messing around while in college.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you got quite a few options of stuff to do, right? You're
I
not limited or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, I could even like go like the engineering route, because like I got that STEM student in me. Like I really
Yeah,
feel like I could even do that if I really wanted to.
and like, is YouTube something that you could see yourself doing like for a while, like the next 5, 10 years or whatever? Or is YouTube something that like for now you're enjoying, but like you can't see it like in the long term, right? Because I know a lot of people with YouTube, right? They set out,
Hmm.
they want it to be their job in the future or whatever. They want us to do
Hmm.
this or do that or whatever. But what is your plan with YouTube? Is YouTube something that you can see being a job, you want to be a job, or is YouTube just something that you want to be a hobby that, as well makes a bit of money on the side?
Okay, so Okay, good, Craig, you're recording. Um, the thing is that like guaranteed I have like 1 year. Like if I, like 99% I will I will definitely last on YouTube for a while.
Hmm.
Like but like the shortest amount of time I'll be on YouTube is like until I get to college. Like it's a very very low chance. I don't think it'll ever happen. But like that's like the moment I get in college. That's like the time where I'm like, there's a very small chance. It's not guaranteed I'll do YouTube if I start college. Honestly, even I don't really know if I'll continue YouTube. Especially like it's the most likely thing that will happen that I will make videos up till until I graduate.
Yeah.
And like after I graduate, I really have no idea because it depends on first of all, like who are the people around me? Like,
Hmm.
I feel like if I'm with people who really enjoy my company and like I really love doing IRL stuff more than on doing it online, then I feel like I don't think I would ever quit YouTube. But I think I would definitely be like I would do like the Cory Kenshin thing. Just like take a hiatus for a little bit up and just upload
Yeah.
every once in a while. I don't think I'll ever quit like actually like leave YouTube forever. But like the most what's the term? The most likely thing is that
Hmm.
one day as like a young adult, I'll probably take like a few months off, but that's probably the most of it. I'll still probably come around every once in a while.
Well, yeah, well, like it comes back to the balance, right? Like balancing in real life
Definitely.
stuff, balancing, school, balancing everything, right? It comes back to that, right? And with YouTube, that's just it's a crucial thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
managing to balance stuff, managing to make it okay, right? Like for me, like my content and stuff, or even just like in real life stuff, it works pretty well together, right? Like I've managed to find something that works for me, works for like school, works for friends, works for YouTube. That I can like
Yep.
do quite a bit of YouTube stuff, right? Like streaming, podcasting, my main channel, whatever, all that sort of stuff, right? I can do all of that with
Yes,
also
sir.
having a good social life. So
Yes,
you know,
sir.
it's all about that balancing, all about getting that like, in a good way, making sure that, one thing isn't too unbalanced because like we said earlier, right, you don't want to put too much focus on YouTube, you don't want to put too like over focus on your in real life stuff in the sense of like,
Yeah.
neglecting YouTube and all that stuff. Um, and for you, of course, like, you spoke about going to college or whatever, and like, there's like a
Yep.
small chance that you would like maybe even pause YouTube or stop YouTube, whatever. Um, like from somebody who has like gone to college myself now and like like been able
Yeah.
to balance YouTube and everything with that. I'd definitely say with that is that like I had a few doubts about being able to like do YouTube whilst being at college.
Mm-hmm.
But genuinely like you get the flow really easily with it. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as you like get to college or whatever, and
Well,
if you've been doing YouTube for a while, you really get into the flow of it, like balancing it pretty easily. Uh,
uh-huh.
it sort of almost comes naturally. Like
So
if you
like
manage to do it with school, then you'll definitely manage to do it with this.
are you saying like it'll be shaky during college, but like if you just get into that rhythm to just take time to school, take time for school, take time for YouTube, you can definitely do
Oh
it
yeah,
while in
yeah,
college.
definitely. It's about getting into a routine, right? Like the first few weeks will definitely be shaky, right? Because
Yeah,
you're getting into
definitely.
like a new place or like, like talking to new people or whatever you're doing with college or whatever, right? So like the
Mm-hmm.
first few weeks will be shaky, of course. But it's just about getting into that routine. If you manage to get into a routine with just regular school, you should find that a
Mm-hmm.
bit more easily with college as well.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into a routine, managing to do it and whatever. I mean, for the first few weeks, I stopped uploading a little bit, right? I uploaded a lot less than I would. But after that, right, when you've settled in or whatever, you just go back to what you were doing before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, like on YouTube, especially younger creators, like complain about like the balancing between like college or
Oh,
school and like stuff like that and YouTube and like the stress.
oh no.
But it really isn't that bad. Like really isn't. Like people over like hype it like like oh college is getting too much. I've got to pause YouTube, whatever. It genuinely isn't like that. If you can balance it right, it's fine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I definitely recommend, right, like the first few weeks definitely shaky, but maybe even just schedule pre-record some videos, for that time, even if
Oh
that's the
yeah,
case.
definitely.
That
I
coming key,
recommend
coming clutch there. But nah,
that.
like people overhype it with that.
Oh, it's so hard to do college and YouTube. Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
so
so
hard to
hard. Oh God.
live stream for 2 hours and let the editors do everything.
Yeah. Oh God. Doing my slop commentary videos. Fucking. Oh God. It's fucking awful, bro. It's so much effort.
Fuck!
Yeah. Fucking
You
hell,
hear
bro.
that, Craig? You hear that, Craig? It's so hard to make another Lanky Box video, man.
Yeah.
God
So
damn
hard,
it.
bro. Fuck, making a video on fucking like the diggity I know chicken or whatever he is. From fucking. Damn it.
Max Design, bro, my
Yeah.
god!
Fuck, bro. But no, it is like easy, right? Or I wouldn't say easy, right? But it's a lot easier than people say it is, right?
Okay,
Like and
okay. Yeah,
how people have it up.
it's not like easy, but like it's not like super impossible,
Oh
ultra
yeah, it's not. Yeah,
difficult.
it's not impossible, right? Like you just gotta have a routine, right? And if you get into that
Yeah.
routine pretty quickly, it's fine. And especially with your type of content, like you've said, right? Like getting editors, like getting clips from your
Yeah.
streams or whatever. I
Mhm.
genuinely, I wouldn't see an issue there.
Like
Um,
I would like to take this moment to thank my editors for doing all the work I don't want to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
So
I feel
thanks,
you, man.
guys. Because the thing is that like without my editors, I would definitely not upload videos on YouTube for I would probably only upload like once a month if I had no editors. Because the thing with the thing with like school is that like I spend like the entire day just just doing schoolwork or just talking to my friends in the evening if they're usually like they're in VC or they're telling me to play something, dude, my entire day is gone. And then you
Yeah.
have to add homework to that. So like, thanks guys for doing that work. So I will give you guys a pay rise in around 3 years.
See, that's where I sacrifice a lot of things, right, with social life and like how I balanced it, right? Is that like throughout the day I'd be seeing them all day, right, because of at school or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got home, I'd completely switch off from that and I'd focus on YouTube, right, grinding on that.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then at the weekends, then I'd like go hang out, whatever, and do stuff. So like that's where like
Okay.
I completely switched. Is that like half my day would be with them, then half my day would be focusing on YouTube. So like
Yeah.
I managed to do it like that and balance it pretty well. But like some people definitely like you said, right? Some people would prefer, during the week, right, to like, see friends at school, like do school, whatever, right? Get home, like talk to them more, play games with them, and then maybe grind at the weekend or like set out one day, right, where you get like a bunch of fucking content done, right?
Yeah,
Stream,
yeah.
you produce all your content and stuff. Like it's just however it works for you, right? Like whatever works
Yep.
best for you, whatever you enjoy doing, right? Because there isn't like a
Yep.
set or guide to this, right? It's just whatever works for you.
Yeah, like something, a video flops and then the next video just does fantastic. You just kind of
Yeah.
have to pray to the YouTube gods, Craig.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You
Um,
just have to give hopes and prayers that the next video, which I already scheduled, it'll upload in like half an hour.
let's
It'll
go, bro.
upload.
Oh, on the
Just
grind,
pray
on
to
the
God.
grind, man.
Yeah, it's
Um,
funny. It's funny you mentioned that fucking Gidagadi Nugget because like that's the next video.
he's actually let's go.
Let's go. Oh, you hear
Getting in the
that, guys?
grind.
Gidagadi, gida. Oh, I've been married a long time ago. Oh.
Love that nugget, bro. Uh, well, that's incredible,
Okay,
bro.
I just
Um,
discovered the soundboard.
oh no, I feel it, man. Soundboard's great. Um, but on that note, man, like I do really appreciate you coming on Trash Talk for like 30 odd minutes, man, and just talking like about like I feel like with
Yes, I
this.
love trash talking.
I appreciate it, man. I feel like we've sort of separated ourselves enough this episode from Ace's episode with you, right? I feel like we hit some new
Yeah.
stuff, which is
Yeah,
what I wanted to
because
do, right?
in Ace's podcast, I was like, "What's a balance?" And here I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying, there is a balance. I have an entire channel just dedicated to just me talking about serious things,
yeah,
IRL things. So like there's a balance. Ace, okay, I have a life.
yeah,
I swear
exactly,
to
bro.
God.
Yeah,
I
fuck
swear to
you, Ace.
God. Yeah,
See,
fuck you, Ace.
Ace, right?
I'm
It,
so Sam is
it's on.
so cool.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. And like, it's ironic, right, that like he's the one that brings up balance, right? Because, bro, he's got way too much, like, this is gonna sound really gay, but he's got way too much social life, right? He neglects his channel completely, man. So,
That's great, man.
it's ironic that he's the one that brings that balance. So fuck you, Ace. Right, cool out to you, man. But I do appreciate you coming on Trash Talk. And for everybody watching, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. But I've been your host Samuel. I'll catch
Yeah,
you in the
like and
next episode of
subscribe,
Trash Talk.
Or else Craig is going to come into your house at 3 a.m. and haunt your nightmares.